Hi, and welcome back to the Tonebar channel. Okay, in the last episode 75, we talked about changing the angle of your ball ends. Before with straight pins, solid pins, or slotted pins, your ball end's getting crimped up here, it's getting pinched up against the wall, and it's getting pinched at the top of the pinhole. Now the Tonebar, when you install the Tonebar method, the Tonebar's in the middle of the sound hole and comes up and slightly breaks the angle at the top of the pinhole. But then there's been a lot of comments about slotting the pinholes. And in today's episode, I'm going to show you how to do that, how I do that. I haven't watched any videos. They present me with a problem, and I'll come up with a solution. Okay, let's listen to this guitar real quick. This is the D18 with a Tonebar in it. Okay, there's no pins in there. And what is a Tonebar? The Tonebar is a new method, new patented method. The logo is right here behind me. Let me see if this will work here. You see where the pinholes are? Can you see that? That's where the Tonebar's contacting the bridge plate, and the ball ends are right in the middle of the hope I can get them off there. I have to use some. Okay, so when you install a Tonebar in your guitar, that's what it's going to look like underneath. That's the outline of the Tonebar. You're getting contact all the way across your bridge plate. And we're going to address those and then this is kind of a technical drawing of what's underneath your bridge plate when you're pulling the strings up and on your bottom of your bridge plate. Now, I have one I'm only going to change one thing about installing the Tonebar. And what I'm going to do, the only thing I'm going to change is nothing about the Tonebar. Okay, here's your Tonebar, right? Okay, when you get one, you slide all your strings on, and then you get all your strings on there like that. You got all your strings on the Tonebar. Okay, see that? Now I bent in the Patened, and at first, you know, this is a revision after over 3,000. At first, I advised everybody to bend this end up, because that end has to be bent down to 45 because the tolerance of the ball end is so tight that it has to have it bend so it'll slide on there. But here's the only alteration of the original thing. So once you get all your strings on there, just take that Patened sticker, comes right off, and put it on the side with the 45. Okay, you see that? Now, when you're installing it, the strings won't slide off. That's why I put that bend in that one end. The bend gives it strength. It gives it strength, and it makes the whole thing rigid. But the other end I was bending up, but what I found out was when you tried to bend it back, it'll bend back, but it's just a little it's a little trouble. But if you don't bend the end up when you install it and just put the Patened sticker on there, when you pull it out, then you just pull the Patened sticker off and all the strings will slide off, and you don't have to bend your Tonebar. Okay, all the ends are on it. This end is your gear shift. Okay, let me show you here. The end right here, I call it your gear shift, because these strings are not under tension, so you can slide the Tonebar back and forth. See that? Going back and forth. Okay, so you need this right in here. You got to, when you put your tone bar, you can feel in there and feel the ball in and feel where the wing is, and then you can adjust that. Okay, you got plenty of adjustment on the tone bar. You want constant contact. You want as much contact on the outside of the holes as you do between the holes. Okay, so that's what that's for. But all I'm advocating now is not to bend the other end up. Just put the patent sticker on there to keep any strings that might want to slide off when you let go of it. Nothing else has changed. It's just one little quirk there at the end, and then it keeps the tone bar in the proper, keeps the end so you can slide the strings off real easy when you change the strings. Because you can use the same tone bar for years. Not going to break like pins. And like I said before, when you got pins in your guitar, I'll hold that real still. The pins are just in there getting pulled up against that bridge plate, and they're eating the bottom of your bridge plate up, and you can eliminate that by using a tone bar, because the pins aren't down there in the ball end. The ball end's in the middle of the pinhole. Now, I'm gonna play this guitar for you a little bit, and I hope you can hear the sound that, I use another method, but this is a better video. Well, if I could hit the strings. My fingernails are too long. I had another little pick here, and they keep getting away. Okay, now you got an idea. Now today's topic, and we're just gonna, it's gonna be a little short video because I'm just gonna show you how I would slot my pin holes. No, hold on a minute, I got a guitar over here I want to use as a demo. Hang on. Okay, now what we got here, I'm gonna put, this is a Fender DG1012. I got this at a pawn shop, cheap. It didn't have any string. It had it had 2 pins and 2 strings on it. No saddle. But and I'm gonna put a whole new set of strings on this with a double tone bar. 2 tone bars, new set of GHS strings, and we got a new bone saddle. And I'm just gonna show you how to slot your pins, your pin holes, and then I'm gonna walk you through and show you how I make a new saddle. All right, that'll be the next video. Or it might be the same video. I might let it run, I don't know. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is this new, just use stuff that you got around. Now, when I heard about this slotting the pin holes, then what come to my mind was that people have I have these Grow Bay nut files, okay, and you can use that. But what I suggest is my jig making experience tells me that I'm going to use a little different method, and I'm going to turn this light around here and turn this camera down here so you can see what I'm doing. And now just bear with me. I mean, this is my guitar, it ain't nobody else's guitar. When I do this, don't freak out. Okay, now. Okay, if you'll see here, on this first hole here, I did it on this first hole. And then we're going to do every hole. All right, now let me show you what I did. Now I'm going to do this on all 12 holes. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a regular string. We'll take a string with a ball in, right? I think this is an E string. You can take an E or an A string. Now I know you've heard of a rope saw, right? So we're going to use our string because it's an acoustic string. So we're going to go back and we're going to go through this first. I did the second hole, the front hole. Okay, so we're going to do this hole. Here's what I suggest that you do. Use this string as kind of a rope saw. So take your string, your ball in. This is an old string. It's been on a guitar. See? All right. Now take the ball in and stick it down in there. And pull this string up. See that? All right. Now I'm gonna get a hold. I got this old meter probe that'll fit over the ball end. See that? I fit that over the ball end. Now give me something to hang on to. So look here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hold my... All right, you see that? I'm just going to burnish that. That's cut. It's just barely. Okay, now just keep track of which holes you do. I'll do all the back holes first. All right, so pull your string up through here. You don't have to use this. I'm not even going to use it. If you don't have that, just hold your string right here. That works perfect. Now I'm going to dress these up. I have a little bitty needle file, and after I do all these, I'm going to dress it up. So you stick your ball in down in there. Just grab a hold of it and hold it right here. We're using the string as a rope saw. That's perfect. That's perfect. See, you can get down this, you can feel that string's real hot. Okay, you can get down in there and see with a nut slot, you can only get down there and so far in. Here you're getting, all right, here we go. That's perfect. I'm gonna slick this up because this is gonna be my 12-string demo guitar. I didn't have a 12 strings. There's other 12 strings that I did. I had to, okay. See, there's already a little slot right there. Where's my little camera at? Drop it on the floor, okay. Okay, here we go. That works perfect. That works perfect. Okay, stick your string down in there. Grab a hold of it. Can you see that? Okay. Now I've already done the first hole, so I'm going to the second hole. See, if you use that 12 string, it'd already be done. Okay, now, here we go. Let me get my arm rest up here. All right, here we go. Very nice. Very nice. We're just using our string. Ow, that's hot. We're using our string as a rope saw. All right, here we go. Very nice. 3 more to go. Can you see that? You gotta pull real hard on it. And man, that string is really heating up there. Okay. Almost 2 to go. Last hole. Ow, that's hot. This string is hot. All right. Get a hold of it. All right. I want you to feel that string. That string is on fire. Okay, now, what we're going to do now is we're going to take this little needle file and we're just going to smooth out the edges. If you can see that or not. All we're doing is sanding down this little needle file, the size of the groove that the string made, and that's got a nice transition. Very nice, very nice. Well, I'm gonna have to start doing this on all my guitars. You should. That's perfect. Going on the back side now. Much better that way. Just widen that slot like you would your nut to let that string lay right over that edge here. I mean, lay right. Okay, hang on just a second. Hang on just a second. Okay, now. I'm trying to show you. If you can see that or not. Okay. Now, did you see what I did there? I threw the string on the floor. No, here it is. So did you see what I did there? I just put the string down the hole, and then I held this end, and then I just went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and that created a little channel. So what we did here, ow, quit. Okay, so what we did here, let's turn this around. So what we did here, right here, is we just shaved that edge off of that, off of the top of that. We shaved that edge off the top of that pinhole and made for a smoother transition. Okay, if you got a, all right, that's too much me, but that's okay. Okay, if you got, if you have the chance and you're around somebody that has a steel guitar, you know, a pedal steel, you know, Jimmy Day, I met Jimmy Day, one of the highlights of my life. Okay, on a steel guitar, you got a pin stick. It's like a pin. I mean, a solid rod sticking out, and you hook the ball in, and the ball end just goes right over their edge. So when you put your strings on a steel guitar, it just got a smooth edge. This goes, the ball end goes on there, and it just curves over to the, and then break it. You know, it's not getting bent or up there like the pins do. Okay, so that's how I would slot your holes on your guitar. Take a string and burnish it, going back and forth, back and forth. That creates a little channel. Take your little needle file and just take off those edges, and then you got a nice, clean, smooth path for that string to go over. Now, I'm telling you, the Tonebar eliminates string breakage. Don't be one of these guys. Don't be that guy. The reviews, I'll have to read some of the latest reviews. Some of the reviews have been incredible. I'm getting lots of great feedback. Now, in the next episode, or I might just keep going, I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on. In this next episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, it's a brand new bone saddle, unused. I'll put that brand new bone saddle in there and show you how to do that. And then those little tips might help you. Okay, so thanks for watching. The last video got over 2,000 views. I want to thank you for all those who's watching. And I'm doing this video early in the morning so I don't get accused of being drunk in the afternoon. Okay, so get you a tone bar. Break up with your old girlfriend. Get you a new girlfriend. Your new girlfriend's name is the Tonebar. That's the logo. You get a sticker. That's what it looks like when it's mounted underneath your guitar bridge. It makes your guitar sound better. You don't have to believe me. Read the feedback on eBay and then look through the comments and get past the trolls. And if I punked you out and said, you know, it's hard to distinguish that somebody's trying to make a real comment or just being a troll. So I treat them all like trolls. So I'll quit answering the negative comments because, you know, they don't care anyway and they're just messing with you. All right, so let's recap. Pins cause the strings to break and bend your strings here at the end and bend them at the top. But if you slotted your string, if you slotted your pin holes with solid pins, you might not break as many strings, but you're still not getting the contact that you should be getting, that the tone bar provides for you. Okay, so the tone bar is basically an aftermarket upgrade, modification, but you're not modifying nothing. You're just changing the way you mount your strings, and all the strings are mounted on a tone bar. You get repeatable string changes, and the attributes go on and on. It solves so many problems. You know, you could talk for 23 minutes and okay. Thanks for watching. Take care of those that you love and get you a tone bar today. They're available on eBay and Reverb, and that's what you're getting. That's a sticker. Thanks for watching. Take care of those that you love.